For example, he once stopped us snogging to ask if I would vom in his mouth. Oh. Okay, well, hi, it's Shea Couleé. Today, PopBuzz have asked me to be an agony aunt and help my fans with their dating and relationship issues. Let's see what you sent in.
The search for love is never ending.
Dear Shea, is it a good idea to get back with your ex if you haven't talked for 5 months? Y'all haven't talked in 5 months, so I feel like you're getting to that point in quarantine, and I just want to say, boo, turn back. It ain't worth it. You guys haven't spoken in 5 months. There are so many questions. I have so many questions. I cannot even imagine how many you would have not having spoke to this person unless you've been low-key stalking them on social media to see what they're up to and what, we all do that. But you probably are doing that and you're feeling like you're missing out a little bit and you want to just be like, yeah, we haven't talked, but maybe we can just hop back into it. No, if you miss them and it's something that's like really worth it to you, like maybe have a conversation, but you can't just pick up where you left off. A lot of can happen in 5 months. Silly. You're crazy. Dear Shea, I like one of my best friends, that's also a girl, but she likes her other best friend. I'm happy if she's happy, but I just want to be with her. I like her a lot, but she has her life together and I don't. LOL. Help me become a bad bitch. Yeah, that's a sticky situation because I feel like if they're telling you about somebody else that they have feelings for, then to me, and this is real talk, boo, that's just a clear sign that they are not seeing you in that way. They clearly have their eyes set on somebody else. And if you feel that, your friend has it together and you're a bit of a mess, maybe just be supportive for your friend while they try and figure out their feelings for this other friend and to see where that goes. And in the meantime, get your life together. I don't know in what ways you're a mess, but okay? So the only person that can help you is you. So if you want to improve on yourself because you feel like it might help you get to another step, that's great, but just make sure that you do any self-improvements for yourself. And then hopefully the romance and love can come after. Dear Shea, there is nobody on my level around here. I know there is someone special out there for me, but I'm bored. Help? I really can understand just feeling like there's somebody that's not on your level. Perspective is important and you really gotta make sure that you're with somebody that sees you and understands your value. And I appreciate you not wanting to settle just for the sake of not feeling lonely. If you're really not vibing with the people that are around you, I guess take this time to focus on yourself. Because you say I'm bored, that normally implies something because a relationship shouldn't be just there for pure entertainment. It should be for companionship. So if you're bored, that's probably code for you're horny. And if that is the case, then I suggest maybe some erotica. Maybe just read and stimulate your imagination and just work on yourself. Nobody knows what you like more than you. And it seems like you clearly know what you want. So, yeah, I say go out there, just play with yourself a little bit until the right person comes along. That's what we all had to do. Dear Shea, I met this guy about 4 months ago. We hit it off, but we aren't seeing others. We've spent weekends every day, text, snap. And I feel like I have developed strong feelings for him, but we haven't specified our relationship and I'm scared to tell him I may love him. What should I do? Well, oh, that's so cute that I may love him. Sounds like you do, or it's very much so headed very strongly in that direction. And I feel like if that's where your heart is leading you, then it's important to just be open and honest. It's natural to be afraid to open up and tell somebody that, because you're being really vulnerable with your feelings, and nobody really enjoys doing that. But one thing that I've learned in life is that you just cannot control the way that other people react. And I feel like it's better to know for yourself than to sit through the agony of wondering. I say just take a shot of some courage, give this cute guy a back rub, and while you have your hands on him and can possibly put him in a headlock, ask him if he loves you, and if he says no, then you already have the advantage. Dear Shea, what should you do if you had great chemistry over text with someone on Tinder, but when y'all meet in person, the same chemistry and energy isn't there? We all do this. We present ourselves a certain way digitally because that's the way that so many of us communicate. So if you're feeling like the chemistry that you had on Tinder isn't really there in person, and if this other person also kind of acknowledges it, you guys, are kind of like, what was the tea there? I say to maybe lighten the mood, just have a cute little candlelit dinner where you guys sit across from each other and you just write to each other in text. Don't say anything. Just work on that chemistry to break the ice. And then maybe you'll get to a point where you can put your phone down and kind of apply that same digital text chemistry to a conversation in person. Dear Shea, how can I say to a boy that I'm starting to catch feelings without looking desperate? We've been on a few dates. Honestly, you already know, because you wouldn't have asked me. You already know that if you tell them this early on that you're catching feelings, it will look, I won't say desperate, but I will say eager. And here's the thing, people like a little bit of mystery. You don't have to give it all to them up front. And you only been on a few dates. I'd say hold off for just a little bit, because you're still getting to know each other, and you might find out that there's something about them that you absolutely can't stand. And then you'll be like, ooh, thank God I saved myself the embarrassment of saying that I have feelings. Just hold out. Patience is a virtue, my friend. Dear Shea, my ex keeps liking my Instagram posts, and I won't lie, it's making me catch feelings again, despite being in a loving relationship. What should I do? Whoa. Despite being in a loving relationship, what should I do? Baby. I feel like you treaded in some real dangerous waters here. So you say they keep liking your Instagram post. Was there a while where they weren't liking your Instagram posts, where you guys weren't interacting on social media, and now they're seeing that you're in a loving relationship and trying to give you validation online because they're hoping that will make you pay attention to them and not the one that you're with? Baby, read through the lines. It seems way too simple. And I think that if you are in a loving relationship and you love the person you're with, then I feel like that's where your energy needs to lie. This person is an ex for a reason. I say if you value the relationship that you have now, then focus on that. Leave your ex alone. And if they keep liking your Instagram posts, mute them. I don't think you can do that on Instagram, maybe only Twitter, but restrict them, something. The block button will let them know, and it makes them think that somehow they got to you. And I wouldn't want this person to give their ex that validation. So, just exercise restraint and ignore them. You don't need to engage. Don't engage. Dear Shea, why do people take ghosting to the next level and start orbiting around you despite not engaging? For those of you who don't know what orbiting means, it means when someone ghosts you but still engages with you on social media. I would venture to say that perhaps the reason why someone would be orbiting you is because they probably are feeling somewhat insecure about maybe a previous interaction they had with you. Maybe something happened where they felt embarrassed or not cool enough, and so out of self-sabotage, like ghosted you because they maybe thought that you weren't interested. And then probably after reflection, it's having second thoughts and is trying to like slowly get your attention again by like liking things on social media. If this is happening with anybody that I guess you feel a certain type of way about and like want to know why, I would say just slide in those DMs and be like, hey, you ghosted me. We haven't spoken, but you're liking or interacting with my stuff on social media. And I'm just going to be honest, it's sending me a mixed message. And I would just appreciate it if you could let me know where we stand. And then you put the ball in their court. It gives them an opportunity to redeem themselves. And if they don't, then you know that it's not worth it and you can just block them. Case closed. Dear Shea, got a guy I'm not dating, but seeing on the regular. He is great, but he has a habit of saying mildly alarming things at choice moments. For example, he once stopped us snogging to ask if I would vom in his mouth. I thought he was joking, but apparently it's his thing. He is completely not pushy and accepts I'm not that freaky, but I hate feeling too vanilla. What shall I do? Okay, well, now, I am never one to kink shame anybody. You guys obviously have chemistry because you're seeing him on the regular. And it's clear that he feels comfortable enough with you to try and push and explore kinks with you. But if you're a little bit vanilla, that's okay too. If my partner asked me to vomit in his mouth, I would probably say no. Though I love him to the moon and back. I just feel like everybody's got to be having fun when you're having sex. So I guess maybe have a conversation about his kinks and maybe see which ones might be possibly sort of appealing to you. And if they're still too extreme, maybe find a compromise, you know, with something that is like along those lines, but not quite that far. You know, it could be an opportunity for you to kind of explore your boundaries as well. We're all learning in this thing called life. It seems like because he's cool and he's not pushy, it's not awkward, I feel. So I say just like keep having fun. And then maybe one day he'll ask you something to do something that you're into, you know? And then maybe that'll be a really connecting moment for you too. I believe in you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button to get more videos and content just like this.
The patient one will find their love one day. When it happens, it's so nice. You simply won't think twice. You'll give your heart